Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday show for the last time.
The last one, our
Sad.
final show.
Finale.
I wonder how many we've done. We should have counted that.
Yeah, well, we've been doing it since March, end of March, beginning of April, something like that. But although this is our last show, I'm Becca. I'm the JV Outreach Coordinator for 2 more days at the WCA. I know.
I'm Olivia. I'm the JV Prevention Coordinator for 2 more days, but forever in heart and spirit.
Wow.
At the WCA. A forever job.
Yeah. Let's see. What was I just saying? Oh, even though this is our last day, the Wednesday show will continue on. I don't know if it'll be called the Wednesday show, but there will still be lives at lunch for the WCA on Mondays and Wednesdays at noon.
Yes, and with that, I guess we'll play our intro theme song for the last time. Again, anonymously submitted by a wonderful guest. Viewer.
Fan?
Viewer. Fan? Yes, fan, viewer,
Could
guest.
you say fan?
I'd just call her a fan.
It's the Wednesday show with Becca and Lynn. The Wednesday
Just
show
dance
with Becca and Lynn. They talk about relationships and how they both live as roommates.
For 3 more days.
It's the Wednesday show with Becca and Lynn.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, that was 3 more days as roommates.
I know. 3 more days.
Crazy.
I can't believe we have our old theme song. That's still crazy to me.
I can't see who's commenting. Why can't I see that? Oh, it's because I have to do this,
You
don't
have to
I?
click on it.
Someone just commented though.
Who's saying hello?
Becca McGuire! Hello!
Hi, Becca.
Our last live at lunch. Yeah, you're right. It is sad.
Hi, Tracy. She's watching.
Oh, hi, Tracy. Hi, Mom. Wow, so many fans. Hello
Wow,
from the middle of
wow.
nowhere. Couldn't miss. Yeah, Tracy is Minnesota, perhaps? Somewhere in that state, and she is still logging in, so props to you.
Wow,
A dedicated fan.
Dedicated fan.
Yeah, so we thought for our last Wednesday show, we've been serving as JV/AmeriCorps members for the past year, so we figured we'd share a list of things that we've learned from our year of service and simple living and work at the WCA.
Yeah, and not just from the WCA, just our year in general and Boise. First, we want to remind everyone that the WCA is still open and our services are still available for anyone who might need them. If you or someone you know needs help, you can call our 24-hour hotline. It's anonymous at 208-343-7025. Or you can visit our building at 720 West Washington Street, and they will be able to help you there with whatever you might need.
Yep.
All right. Last time I have to
the last time you have to list all that off. So I wrote some down. They're really in no particular order, but one of the first things that I learned from this year of service and working. Oh, Christina says top fan here. Yes, Mom, you are.
Yes.
I'll send you a badge in the mail. Merch. Merch, yes.
Merch.
I think one of the biggest things that I've learned from this year of service, and especially working at the WCA, is how much I love our tight-knit OCP outreach, communications, and prevention
Whoop, whoop.
team. Whoop whoop! Shout out to us.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, I think being able to work with a team, there are 5 of us that are really close and I feel really comfortable with, and I think especially when you're working together 40 hours a week and dealing with some really difficult subjects, it has been so great and eye-opening to work with a team that I feel really comfortable and confident with, and that bolsters me both in my personal and career life. So shout out to all of you.
Yeah, I think along the same
And you, I guess.
not you, all of you, not you. I think I came to the WCA in November, and I really appreciated the way the team welcomed me and gave me a lot of support and allowed me that space to feel like I had my footing a little bit before really jumping in. But I really appreciated that. So one of the things I appreciated about our team and the WCA in general is the encouragement for personal and professional growth, I think, especially from my supervisor, shout out to Chris, just making sure that I have the time to do trainings if I want to, or giving me things to look at, and just encouraging me to grow more as a person and not so much focusing on the job only, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like that a lot.
Is that your first? Okay.
That was it.
Yeah, the other thing that I've learned this year, it's more of a literal skill and learning situation, but it's how to facilitate groups and feel confident as a leader. And that's a big shout out to Tracy Darling DeMarcus, who taught me all of that. And I know that there's still room for growth, but being able to watch her facilitate groups and learn from her talents has really helped me. And at the end of this year, I've been leading groups myself and feel comfortable and confident doing that. And I definitely would not have been in that same position 12 months ago. So that's a big learning point for me.
Yeah. I just have, like Olivia, I have things written down, not in any particular order. So the thing I had written down is the importance of FaceTime. That was something I really got to know this year. Because in the beginning, I was just calling, back home. I'm from Pittsburgh, and it's far away from Boise. But realizing that having that actual FaceTime talking to the person makes a huge difference. So not even just FaceTime, but like Skype or Zoom or whatever you use. And my friend group back home recently, we got Snapchat. And instead of just sending the photos, we like send little talking videos to each other. So it's like FaceTime, but without the pressure of needing to be like there right at that moment, which is really, highly recommend that.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Lisa just asked who the most interesting people we've met in the community are. Personal stories shared with each of you in the schools and or at public events / outreach activities. Ooh. I think honestly, when I'm thinking about the most interesting people that I've met this past year, well, that's a really hard question because I feel like everyone that I've met and connected with are so special, and that was also on my list, is that the Boise community and the people in the Pacific Northwest are unlike anyone that I've ever met before, and they all have such crazy life stories and how they got here and what they're doing with their lives. But I think mostly it's the youth that I've worked with and been able to meet from all over the state of Idaho, and a lot of them have some really difficult stories and life experiences, and they're all incredibly resilient youth that I've learned a lot from, and their stories of growing up and living and just the way that they exist in the world are really special, and I cherish a lot of those relationships that I've had the opportunity to build with them.
I think getting to meet the other partners and nonprofits that the WCA works with, and even nonprofits that I've gotten to work with previously, people who just in Boise seem to have a unique sense of duty to make their community a better place for everyone. So I think of the people at Tidwell who we did the intercultural dinner with, who it's just they put on a dinner for anyone in the intercultural community to come together and just have a nice, like, relaxing evening to get to know other people. And that's such a simple thing, but it's really heartwarming to see that just happening without a lot of like fanfare or anything like that. It's just a place to come together. And then meeting the activists at like the Women's March and the Black Lives Matter visual, that's been amazing. But yeah, Boise is a really unique community and the generosity to give. And the people at Corpus Christi House, that's a daytime homeless shelter here in Boise, they're just so dedicated even in the midst of all this pandemic and everything else going on. So I feel really lucky to know the people in Boise trying to make the community a better place.
Yeah.
And of course, Lisa and everyone at the WCA.
Of course, Lisa Allman and everyone at the WCA. Yeah. I think also your mom is having trouble.
Oh.
So Rodak, if you're watching this, good job. Yeah, so we've met so many amazing people. I think too, calling out the fact that we have support families that have helped us here in Boise and like rallied around us as JVs. People also, when they hear that you're doing a service here, whether it's JV or AmeriCorps, they really are so generous and kind, more than I've ever experienced or expected from anyone ever. So we're really grateful for the amount of people that have shown us so much love and kindness as well.
Yeah, I think for both of us, it was like this year was as much of a learning and growing experience for us as it was for us to like give back to the community. It wasn't. Yeah. I felt like I was getting an equal exchange.
Oh, I think I got more.
Sure. Yeah,
I think it feels more. Yeah, like a lot of personal growth in that sense. Hi, Erin. We'll miss you too.
Erin.
We'll still be in Boise.
Still be in Boise.
Have you met any of the therapy dogs or mini horses that help WCA clients? No, and I am pretty upset because I'm a horse girl and I grew up riding horses and all through college. So the fact that I haven't met a mini horse yet, Lisa, can you organize that for the next 2 days?
Yeah. Seriously,
I want to meet a mini horse.
I didn't even know we had a mini horse.
I never heard about the horses. I know
heard
about
about
the
the dogs.
therapy dogs, and they seem great. And
Which
they
is
go,
amazing.
yeah, they go out to the shelter to help the clients there, and also in the crisis center. So that's really cool. What's next on your list?
I just read it says spiders, not so bad.
Nice.
On my list. I learned, we live in this house that has some insect guests
Issues.
every once in a while. Issues, guests, yes, all of the above. And we got rid of our Wi-Fi.
To plug it in.
Oh,
The Wi-Fi, the hotspot, plug in the hotspot.
does it plug in?
No, plug it into the the outlet so it's charging.
Oh,
Maybe it's dying.
let's see. Are we connected?
I think so. Sure. Hey. All right.
Anyway, just that I'm not as scared of spiders as I was. That was my next learning thing.
Yeah.
They're not all bad. Some of them are just doing their own thing, living their life.
I don't know what I have next. Oh, I learned that I like heat and air conditioning. Our house has neither, so yeah, really excited for a new home where I can really appreciate more the fact that there's potentially heat and air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
The 90-degree nights here are 2 more days.
Yeah, it's gonna be 105 tomorrow and Friday. So that's gonna be a trial. But
One night.
we'll get through it.
We'll get through it.
We'll get through it.
What's next on yours?
Next on my is how much sunshine makes a difference in my life. In Pittsburgh, it's pretty cloudy and rainy for a majority of the time, I would say, especially fall, spring, winter, which is the majority of the year. So here, it's much sunnier, and it just makes me happy. It really does make a difference. What's yours next?
I learned to knit. My cousin
You
came
did.
and visited. She taught me to knit. I can't do any patterns. I can do strictly rectangles or square shapes, and I can only go until the end of the yarn, and then it's whatever shape is at the end of that. But I did learn to knit.
Nice.
Yeah.
We also learned that 4 people cannot safely go down a 2-person paddleboard floating the river.
We did learn that. I'm lots of scratches, but it was a lot of laughs.
It was a lot of laughs,
Felt a little bit dangerous, but
you know,
fun.
very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun. We also learned that we wanted to jet ski.
Yeah, we learned how to jet ski from a very kind stranger taught us, and it was so much fun, and now I think we truly need to invest in one.
Yeah.
After this year of simple living, we're buying a jet ski.
Jet ski.
Yeah. I wrote down that I learned so much about the nonprofit world in Boise. I think a lot of them work so closely with one another, and it's really amazing to be able to understand how intertwined all of the social justice issues that everyone works with are, and being able to work as a community and work with other nonprofits towards a common goal and helping one another is really cool. And also there are just so many nonprofits in Boise. I had no idea. I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention back in Boston, or if it's because now I'm like immersed in this world, but there are so many incredible organizations out here helping the community.
Yeah, that's definitely something I think about, of how I think when I was in Pittsburgh, it felt like I didn't have like the qualifications or what I needed to actually make a difference in my town. But here, there are people just like getting it done, doing what they think is best in whatever nonprofit they're involved in, and that was really nice to learn and realize.
Yeah.
The other thing I learned, Twilight will always cheer me up. The Twilight series will always cheer me up. It is so cheesy and terrible, but it brings me back and it makes me really happy.
We now own the full set of DVDs, so...
Thanks to the thrift store, right?
Yeah, the WCA thrift store. I found the entire set of Twilight DVDs in there, so... Yeah, thank goodness.
Just so everyone is aware, I think everyone is aware by now, the thrift store did close permanently due to COVID and how that was affecting it. But everyone can visit the Idaho Youth Ranch, which we now have a great collaboration with, which is where all of our items that were still in the thrift store went. So
Yeah.
check out IIU Thrift.
That was all I have on my list. I learned a lot more than that.
Should we show them our t-shirts?
Still going. Oh, my mom said you loved Twilight. I did love Twilight. Still do. Present tense, Christina. Oh yeah, we made t-shirts.
So one of the former JVs at the WCA, one of the FJVs, Rebecca Del Rossi, we were on a Zoom call with her, our OC team. We were on a Zoom call with her, and she said something just fabulous and amazing. She said, 3 is a trio, which is
It is.
factually correct, but she said it because we have another roommate. This is so hard to explain, but we have another roommate, and she was talking about the number of people in our house. She said 3 is a trio, and we said, yes, Rebecca, yes it is.
So that's become
And we made a
our
t-shirt
motto, and we made little t-shirts
that say 3's a trio.
for our year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so should we talk about where we're living next, what's happening?
Sure.
Both of us actually have decided to stay in Idaho. We got sucked in, no longer East Coast gals. So both of us will be living in Boise. I think that's a huge testament to the Boise community and the experience that we've had this year. And also we're both still gonna be working in the nonprofit world, or aiming to do so. So to the WCA, who really started our love for the nonprofit world, and for Boise for really making this a home for us, we want to say a huge thank you. I know, and we'll still be around and involved, so we're excited to really become real members of this community.
I think that's all for us.
Yeah,
That's our finale.
that's the finale, everyone. Thanks so much for watching for the past few weeks. We really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun to do. My grandma says that we have a career in this. I think she's very optimistic. I don't think we'll be in front of cameras at any point in the near future, but it's been really fun getting to interact with all of you and do these once a week. So thanks for bearing with us, and have a great rest of your week.
All right. Bye, everyone.